Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Onkel Urban Show. As you might see, I have another guest. We are in another location, as you know, in every episode. Thanks, Nico, for your time. As always, I asked my community if they would like to know some questions, especially about you. And yeah, we got a few comments. You saw it earlier today. I picked 10 out of them and we'll ask them, you know.
Alrighty then.
So the first question is from Sherry Tape, and she's asking you, will green curbs ever make a comeback? What made you come up with the idea?
So basically, I don't know if there's ever gonna be a comeback, but yeah, we had the idea because a lot of people were texting me about the green curbs from back in the days, and I had some people where I thought like, okay, I really want to make this happen, so the people that really want one can have one, and so we did that together with Basti Schwab, and he did a really good job on these, and I kind of took care of the social media game, and yeah, then we had like, I think 50 curbs and sold them over, I don't know, 2 months or something, and yeah, basically we shared the money and had 1 or 2 good skate trips, and I'm pretty happy now that everyone who really wanted one now has one, and that's pretty much it. I mean, if really a lot of people say, hey, bring back the green curbs, I really want one, then okay, maybe we're gonna take care of these guys too, but for now I don't feel like that there are so many people that want to have a green curb.
I mean, like, she's not the only one who actually wrote that question about green curbs, so
yeah,
you should consider that.
Yeah, you guys could text me, like shoot me a DM and tell me you really want a green curb. And if there are more than 20 people, maybe we consider buying one of these, because we didn't had like a lot of profit. These things were pretty expensive. It's like super high quality German plastic or something. And it was like, I don't know, we earned like $5 from each curb. So yeah, I don't know, nothing special. It was just for the community pretty much, so.
Yeah, but I think that's a word. So if you guys want a curb,
yeah. If there are a lot of people, we might
slide into
make
Nico's
this happen
DMs.
for the community.
Yeah. So from a very focused question to a very random question, you know, I always pick spicy questions. Polar FB is asking you, if you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Dude, Berlin kebab.
I would agree.
Munich's fucking kebab sucks. And all the time I'm coming to Berlin, when I'm visiting Berlin, the first thing I get to eat is fucking Berlin kebab because it's so good. It's way better than the Munich ones and all the other German cities. Yeah. I would go with it. And I had one 30 minutes ago, so.
And I think approximately 45 minutes ago we talked about your fingerboard setup, and that's a good transition for me because Michael KG22 is asking you, what is your favorite setup at the moment, and are you participating in ASI number 10? By the way, I love your style and your consistency. So, what's your favorite setup? I know we talked about that before, like you had a time where you were totally into 29 millimeters, and I remember your old preets.
I mean, it was pretty close to 30, I think. So, what I do basically is I always try to ride my fingerboards as long as I can. So, the last 2 preets I was riding for an overall of 4 years, I think. And that's what's making that fingerboard good for me. It's not like any kind of specific shape or something. I mean, the preet shapes are perfect for me, like pretty flat shape, and you know, I just like it. But if you kind of try to get used to fingerboard for a longer period of time, I think that's kind of the key for me personally. And yeah, at the moment I'm riding a 32 millimeter Preet fingerboard from the new 6009 mold, I think, or 6010. I don't know exactly.
I think it's 6010.
Yeah, we need to ask Peter what this is. He sent me 2 of these, but yeah, he knows that. And Blackbird trucks and Winkle wheels, 32 millimeter. And yes, I'm participating in ASI 10. It's gonna be interesting. It's like the world championship of this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
I totally agree to that.
I mean, let's see. I'm going on a festival now for 2 days. So today is Tuesday, and tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going on the festival until Friday. Friday, I'm coming back. Then it's the store party.
Yes.
And then there's this 1 day of recovery, and then I need to participate in ASI. So I kind of need to. Even if I don't want it to, I kind of need to. I think it's like something I need to do, especially because I think I won the last one.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah.
Timo told me you won the last one, so you have to.
Yeah, let's see. I mean,
see if you can keep the title. Yeah, let's do a real big backspin. Captain Plup is asking you, how did you get into fingerboarding?
Oh, dude, school. 7th grade or 6th grade or something. It was like that time where everyone had a fingerboard. And then there was the store in my hometown called Catapult. Some of you guys might know this. It was like a streetwear shop, like just for clothing and stuff. And he sold more, or he made more profit out of selling tech decks than selling his clothes. And so he kind of had the idea, okay, why not do this fingerboard shop thing? And this is how it started, basically. And I was one of the kids buying a tech deck back in the days. And it was that time where I fucked up my elbow from riding BMX. And so I had to stop riding BMX when I was 13. And then kind of got stuck with fingerboarding in that winter. Yeah, that's it.
It's kind of interesting that the most of the people actually get stuck with the winter. Because it was kind of the same with me.
Yeah.
It was like I got into fingerboarding in the end of the summer break. Or let's say like after the summer break in the beginning. So it was autumn already.
Yeah.
So that was the moment when I like first touched a proper fingerboard.
Yeah.
And yeah, then over the winter, I totally got addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to know that. You could write that in the comments, how you got into fingerboarding. I think I would like to read that.
Call to action.
Call to action, boy. So, since you already told you're going on a festival, I have a very perfectly fitting question on that. I hope I spell the name right. Bostimakowski, I don't know. He's asking you on German, which music do you like and what music do you listen to while you're fingerboarding?
Dude, all kind of music actually. I couldn't name a specific artist or genre, but I mean I like acoustic music, for example, if it needs to be chilled, and then I'm hearing also a lot of hip-hop and reggae, dub, and sometimes electronic music, but it needs to have some kind of vocals. I don't like that. more like, I need some kind of feeling, you know? I need to feel the music in some way, and then I can enjoy my fingerboard session. But yeah, all kinds of music. I mean, today we had a 6-hour car drive and we heard like from the 80s to like hardcore electronic music and hip hop and everything. So yeah,
that's good.
Depends on how I feel like. Yeah.
Sweet. So I know you like to travel, since you said you were traveling for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
I have to say I picked some excellent questions. I feel that. Trippy Hippie Dex is asking you, by the way, shout outs to this guy, I know him. If you could travel to any other country to fingerboard, what country is it and why?
Oh, dude, that's easy. The States.
That would be my answer to be honest.
Yeah. I always wanted to go to the Rendezvous event from Mike Schneider, and yeah, it's on my bucket list, and I'm gonna do it. And I'm flying to Los Angeles actually in 2 weeks for the U.S. Championships. It's gonna be great with Yeldo. It's gonna be a blast.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I mean, but not specifically for the U.S. Championships. I think we're going to skate a lot too. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be great.
Ready for the next question?
Yeah, sure.
There are only 3 left.
No problem.
Next question is from Fingerboard Box. Do you know Fingerboard Box?
No.
I think it's this thing like 3D printed fingerboard boxes,
Oh,
which
sick.
are like a curb or stuff like that.
Yeah, that's sick. I mean,
So-
I don't know with the Instagram stuff. Sometimes I feel like I'm super active and checking everything and this and that. I feel like I need to film stuff and I feel like I need to upload more, and I'm doing it actually. And then there's that time where I'm just like, I don't want to look on my phone, you know.
I agree.
Just wanna,
I'm actually at
I
this
just
point
want to
right
read
now.
books and do something else, you know. I don't know, and that's why I'm not like, I don't know the fingerboard scene on Instagram as much as you do probably. So don't be
That's,
mad.
I think nobody will, but it's kind of my
But sounds
job.
cool, 3D printed stuff. I think that's gonna be interesting though.
So what he's actually asking you, what fingerboard trick do you find the hardest or took you the longest to learn?
I mean, back in the days, switch and ollie heel flips. Today, I don't know. I mean,
Can you do switch lasers?
yeah, but in 2 different ways. There's this way of just throwing it, and then there's this
The
way of
flip
cropping your
Fingers
your-
like,
yeah.
Okay.
something like that. And I mean, I can do it, but not properly, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because if you ask me that, I would probably agree to switch and nollie heel. Or when I remember back in the days, the first time I tried a switch flip, it was like in my brain was like, no, that can't work.
Yeah.
And then I just tried and tried and tried, and now I got it on lock probably.
I remember a trick I filmed for a video that took like 20 minutes or something. And that was, how was the video called? I think Concrete Part
I
or
don't
something from 2016. And it was the black reverse stair set with the yellow rail. And I tried nollie frontside heel, and it has the bank on the other side of the rail.
Yeah.
There's the stair set and then the rail,
Yes,
and there's
like
2
the
stairs and then the bank.
The newest stairs.
Yeah, the London gap.
Yeah.
And I was trying nollie frontside heel, switch crooked, and then half cab flip over the rail into the bank on the other side. And that trick was a bitch. Because like locking into the nollie fronts into the switch crooked properly out of the nollie frontside heel is a bitch.
But was it like...
And then half cab flip over the rail. I mean, in front of the rail is okay, but over the rail, inside of the bank.
And yeah, the bank
So-
is kind of tricky because the rail is in the way of your wrist.
Yeah, there was a time where I did like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times the nollie frontside heel switch crook in a row, but I couldn't manage to flip over it. No joke. That was crazy, but yeah. I mean, yeah. That's also the problem with the fingerboard part things, is that this is kind of my personal limit, I would say, that I'm able to offer in giving energy into a fingerboard part, you know? Like,
You mean because
filming
of the...
20 minutes for one trick.
Yeah.
That's like I can't do.
Overkill.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
overkill.
yeah.
And if I want to do a new part this year, for example, and I'm always like, okay, 1 part a year would be great. Like just for the challenge, you know.
Is there a new part coming?
I mean, I started filming, but I have like 4 clips or something.
But you're planning on doing one.
I mean, yeah, maybe I'm doing one with Martin from Black River.
Yeah.
Next week I'm in Black River City actually.
So probably you're in Black River City when probably the interview is online.
Yeah, maybe.
So when you see this,
so maybe it's always like easier if you have someone to film with, because then it's like the Black River part, for example, where I got on Black River.
Yeah.
That was like, I would say 2.5 hours of non-stop filming.
Yeah,
but that is like, I'm getting into a flow, you know.
Yeah,
Martin is, I know that the camera is from the right angle. I know Martin is doing a good job with the stuff, and you know, filming your own is always kind of, I don't know. Yeah, and I always try to make it better than I did before, and I always want to do something that nobody has done before in some way. Like, is it like a different style of doing the trick, or you know, a complete new trick?
Really?
I always want to.
You have like your own space then.
At home?
No, I mean like you have when you're filming with somebody else, you have your own space. You don't have to care about tons of other stuff. You can just concentrate.
I can just go.
Yeah, and you
just go. Yeah, that's chill. That's chill, and it's not just steady angles from one spot. Yeah, that's why I like filming with the GoPro at the moment. Sometimes, like at home when I'm at my table. I mean, I have to admit I'm not fingerboarding that much anymore. But when I'm fingerboarding, I love to film some clips with my GoPro, you know, because it looks kind of like a real skate video.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that's
especially
awesome.
when you flip the GoPro and the lens is even more close to the ground.
Yeah, I love it. But what I'm missing is like that angle from behind, you know? And that kind of sucks, but whatever.
So, Tomo FB is asking you, who's your favorite fingerboarder? Excuse me. Who's your favorite fingerboarder, and what is your favorite fingerboard brand?
I mean, brand is easy. That's Black River and Preet. I mean, that's like, Black River is like the mothership of fingerboarding, so...
I agree.
There's so much I could be thankful for Martin doing for fingerboarding. And, you know, Peter from Preet, like he sponsored me 8 years ago, and he took care of my needs with fingerboards now for 8 years, so I don't know. That's like reason enough to mention these two, I would say.
And who is your favorite fingerboarder?
Oh, whoa, that's a difficult
it's
one.
Always that's always
that's
the reaction.
That's a super difficult one.
I don't know if any of my guests ever said like, oh yeah, of course, that's my favorite fingerboarder.
I mean,
I know the most.
But I got one.
The most people. Let me guess. The most people come to the point where they say it's Elias Asmud.
No. I mean, he's sick, but it's actually Nick Herzog. I mean, today it's overall my favorite fingerboarder, because without the inspiration I got from him back in the days, I wouldn't fingerboard how I fingerboard today. He was the one showing me like to crop my fingers like that, you know? And he was the one to show me that it's not like always having your hands like this, it's like having your hand like this, like a real skateboarder. And also to pinch my tricks on a curb. I'm not just throwing the crooked grind on it, that my truck is like really on the curb, you know, that I'm locking in with my wheel. And that was like a real changing point for me when I was like 14, fingerboarding for a year or something, and I saw Nick fingerboard, and it looked so, I don't know, it looked so natural, so like real skateboarding, and I was like, dude, I remember I got home when Nick was at Catapult back in the days, and he wasn't there often. I think overall he was there 4 times in a time period of 6 years or something. And I know when I got home, I saw him fingerboarding the whole day, and I got home and I just tried to fingerboard like this guy. I was sitting at my table and I was like, fuck, how does he do this? And his little finger is a little bit more outside. I need to, what's up with my finger? Like, I need to, you know?
I need to duct tape it away.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to fingerboard like Nick. And it was a time where you can clearly see that. Like, I tried to fake his style. No joke. I mean, there were people saying that back in the days. I was like, yeah, okay, but I like how he's doing that. And now, like over the years, I kind of developed my own style on top of this. But still, I'm still fingerboarding like Nick, in my opinion. It's still the same thing in a lot of ways. So, Nick Herzog. But there are a lot of sick guys too, man. I mean that Daniel, the finger ups guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say that he's my favorite fingerboarder, but I think he's bringing the realistic fingerboarding thing to a new level in many ways.
I agree.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of those trendy Instagram edits, but he's doing a good job. And Francisco from Lisbon, the no comply dude, no comply master. If anyone asks me, can you do no comply? No, but there's this guy from Lisbon.
Yeah,
I always say
that's
that.
True.
The Portuguese guys, they can.
There are a lot of good fingerboarders out there.
Yeah, definitely.
To be honest, so I'm happy nobody asked me the question who is my favorite fingerboarder. I think, but I answered it before. So check the other interviews and you might find it.
Yeah.
You ready for the last question?
Yes.
Then I can release you in Berlin and hope you don't end up under a bridge.
Dude.
What is Pronzer FB is asking you? What is the strangest thing? Stranger Things, did him. What is the strangest thing you fingerboarded on?
Dude, I got a video of me. No, I don't show the video actually. Fuck, I need to tell now. My ex-girlfriend, maybe.
No, yeah, I don't know if that's the. I don't know if
No. I mean,
the focus of the question or like the intention.
The strangest thing I fingerboarded on, I don't know, bro.
But I mean, like on a girl's ass. Hashtag no sexism here.
Dude, I don't want
is not
to drop
strange.
that.
That's pretty natural if you ask me.
Can you cut that out, actually?
Yeah, I can. But I won't.
Fuck you. Okay. I mean, it's okay. I didn't set anything.
For me, it sounds like he would like to know, besides the fingerboard, what did you use? I think, I don't know, I have this feeling he wants to know if can you do kickflip with a banana?
Ah, alright. I mean...
But you can also say like the strangest thing on like a girl's body definitely counts, but I wouldn't say that's strange.
I mean, it was kind of strange. Just kidding, bro. No, I don't know, that's a difficult question. I kickflipped a banana once, and I tray flipped a lighter in school.
A ladder?
A lighter.
A lighter. Ah, yeah. A loiter.
A lighter.
Loiter. Yeah. Wait.
Should we try?
I have this one.
Oh, dude, that's a difficult one.
Yeah, I know.
I need a big fart.
No, never mind that. But a lighter.
Yeah, dude. So strangest thing I fingerboarded on. Yeah, probably the banana.
Or
my ex-girlfriend.
Your ex-girlfriend. Yeah, that totally counts.
Yeah, okay. That counts.
Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for letting me doing this and for answering the questions. Yeah, guys, would be nice if you write in the comments how you got into fingerboarding. I think that's a cool call. Let me know that. If you have any other ideas who I could interview, you could write that as well. And if you haven't subscribed to Nico's YouTube channel, do that anywhere on his face. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for your time, man.
Dude, appreciate it.
And see you next time, guys.